Hey, Professor Brazzi, how's it going? This is Michael Dingwell. For my interview, I chose Pete Kirshner, who is the Senior Director of Marketing at the University of Georgetown in their athletics department. I chose Pete for a couple reasons. The first one, just simply because I've always loved watching Georgetown Hornets basketball. They always play hard. They're always competing with the best year in and year out. And I wanted to get to know someone within their program. And the second one is I chose the Senior Director of Marketing just because the wide range of effects that marketing has on everything from commercials to apparel sales to participation in sports to attendance in sports. It's all over the place, and marketing has a huge impact on all of it. So I figured I could learn a lot from someone within that career path. One of the really good answers I got from Pete was I asked him questions about promotional strategies that have worked and some that haven't worked for him in the past. He said the main thing that I have to know is you have to know what your goal is before you set it out, or it's going to fail immediately. He said one thing they did to drive ticket sales one year was they partnered with Ticketmaster, and on the last day of the year they launched a 2-for-1 special on all their networks, and they got a 20-to-1 return in investment, which is huge. Like, it's great success. And then another thing, if you wanted to drive attendance instead of ticket sales, they would have the women's team go into different schools in the community, have reading days with them, and at the end of the reading day, they would give out silly bands and tickets to the Georgetown Hornets basketball game. And one of the failures that he told me about was he was talking to a local rec director about female participation in sports and how it drops dramatically after they start high school, like their freshman year. So their goal was to, keep the women participating in sports. They set up a big event where they were going to have all the women's teams come in and have a lecture with all the youth girls within the community, and at the end they were going to give them 4 tickets to the Georgetown Hornets basketball game. And they expected 300 to 400 to show up, and a couple days before the event, a huge snowstorm hit, and told me a total of 12 people showed up, and it just completely was one of the worst failures that he ever had. And it just shows how quickly things can change, whether it's weather or anything. It can affect it so fast. It really relates itself to the interscholastic athletic things that we've learned in class, how more girls are playing every year, but their still participation rate is dropping when they get to their freshman year of high schools. And it also relates itself with like community involvement, because they're trying to help the youth with whether they're driving their attendance or they're trying to get the girls to keep participating. So I learned a lot from talking with Pete. The main thing that I really enjoyed about him is he says his main goal is just to make sure that young people have a good time watching and playing the sport that they love. That's his goal at the end of the day. And I'm really grateful he took the time to let me interview him, and I hope you enjoy my paper. Thank you.